Canada loaning Ukraine $120 million as tensions with Russia escalate.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Canadian government is loaning up to $120 million to the Ukrainian government amid the ongoing crisis with neighboring Russia. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made the announcement Friday morning, hours after the United States met with Russia to lower the temperature on the Ukrainian standoff. Russia is aiming to destabilize Ukraine, including economically. This loan will help support Ukraine's economic resilience, Trudeau said. We're also exploring other options to provide financial and other supports again. Canada calls on Russia to de-escalate and engage in meaningful dialogue. With an estimated 100,000 Russian troops massed near Ukraine, many nations fear Moscow is preparing an invasion, although Russia denies that. Ukraine's economy has been crushed by weeks of tensions as Russia masses troops near its borders, while talks between Western nations and Moscow fail to produce breakthroughs. On Wednesday, United States President Joe Biden said he expects Putin to invade Ukraine, but that Russia would pay a dear price in lives lost and a possible cutoff from the global banking system if it does.
This post received a score of 12,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This feels like grandma slipping her kid $20 for meals while mom and dad are shouting in the next room.
Except grandma doesn't ask for the money back with interest.
Blessed grandmother.
This will buy you roughly 100 rundown houses in Maple Ridge.
Owned by ex-drug dealers, addicts.
Canada has the largest Ukrainian diaspora population other than Russia, so this is less surprising than it seems. These moves probably needed to come a couple weeks ago to be useful given the situation on the ground right now though.
We've also contributed $785 million since 2014.
That's not a whole lot of money in the grand scheme of things. Hopefully other nations are pitching in.
Not a whole of money, sure, but it can buy a whole lot of bullets and concrete.
I read this is bullets and cocaine and was like, damn, the Ukrainians are ready to party.
It's not about the wars or conflicts, it's about the friends and drugs we did along the way.
Your username should probably make me reconsider, but fuck it. I'll take a Tutski.
It's an anti-communist name. Trust me, haha. Now comrade fellow Redditor, take a hit.
In the spirit of perestroika.
You know it.
How is Putin benefiting from all of this? His endgame seems quite unclear, although he often simply introduces chaos into a situation and then takes whatever advantage he can get from the mess resulting. People suggest he is trying to establish a land bridge to the Crimea, using Russian nationalists living there as an excuse. Surely any attempts to annex territory will be met with military force, and he surely must realize now that he would not fare well in that conflict. At best, it would be prolonged and bloody, without a decisive victor. This seems unlikely as a motivation. Is it to appear strong to Xi Jinping? I have heard this theory floated as well, basically Putin exerting himself to prove to the two global superpowers that he is still relevant? This seems unlikely as well, because he will likely be made to back down shortly.
As a Russian, I have no idea. I really fucking hope it won't lead to war though.
How do you think most Russians view the situation? I'm guessing many don't read news sources outside Russia, so would be curious how they view Putin's escalations.
It depends. Majority of young people don't like him and are generally against him in every way. Older generation, however, is completely different. Some like him, some say, I may not like him, but there is no one else that could fit the job, and some just don't care as long as they live an okay life. As for the view on recent events, I would say most people don't like what's going on, but at the time they fear the West, as they were taught for a long time. I doubt they would support a war though.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.